Guru Upasadana. Oftentimes in life, we find the need to seek out some kind of guidance, and that guidance can come from a guru, a teacher, a friend, someone who is a mentor or a coach. But we see that when we get that kind of a guidance, it often helps us do better. It often helps us remove confusion. And if there is delusion, it helps us deal with it better. So there was this cow who, went out to graze and ventured into a jungle. And then suddenly she noticed that there was this lion that was, racing after her. And she turned and fled for life. And she ran as much as she could, as fast as she could, and the lion was getting closer and closer and closer. And the cow started desperately looking for some kind of an avenue, some place to escape. And then she suddenly noticed a pond. And barely evading the lion, she took a mighty leap and crashed into the pond. And the lion followed her. And they were crashing about in the pond, and soon later, both of them found each other stuck neck deep in the pond. And they were a little away from each other and could not move. So the pond turned out to be a pretty shallow swamp with a lot of mud and muck. So both of them were stuck there. And now the lion is growling at the cow, and the cow is helplessly standing out there. And the lion is, kind of saying that, I can't wait to get my teeth onto you and then feel and hear the crunching of your bones inside my mouth. And the cow is really thoughtful now. The fear has subsided a little bit. Oftentimes when you go through a really stressful situation and when you're deep in it, you find yourself, calming down, the fear subsides, the stress comes down a little, the mind starts thinking, and you also realize that your mind has started thinking. So the cow, thoughtfully actually smiles now and asks the lion, "Do you have a master?" And the lion says, "What nonsense are you talking? I am the lion. I am the king of the jungle. I am the master. What do you mean, do you have the master?" And then the cow says that, "No, but do you have the master?" I don't need a master. But look at you, you may be the king of the jungle, but you are stuck in this shallow pond and probably you're going to die out here. And then the lion suddenly realizes the gravity of the situation, but at the same time says, "Okay, so are you, you're also going to die out here. Maybe not in my mouth, but here." And the cow says, "No, I will not die." And the lion is like, what's going on? And the cow sees the lion is perplexed and says, "I have a master, and that master, when the master realizes that it is dusk and I have not gone back home, the master is going to come looking out for me and he is going to free me. So I have a master." Soon enough, the owner of the cow, the master, actually comes, looks around, finds the cow, looks at the situation, immediately realizes, assesses the risk in terms of what is possible if the lion also comes out, but it's very clear that both of them have been stuck for hours and there's no way they are going to make it out. So he throws a rope, pulls the cow to safety. And as they are walking back home, both of them feel, they feel is gratitude for one another, that they are there for each other. And the second thing they feel is that we wish we could save the lion, but the lion needs to allow us to save him. Without him allowing us to save him, we cannot save him. So they are forced to leave the lion there. So I found the story extremely interesting. And essentially, the cow essentially represents the surrendered heart. When you surrender to the Lord, right? That surrendered heart is represented by the cow. The lion is the egoistic mind, who thinks that I know, maybe deluded, but doesn't even care about the delusion. I know what I know, and I'm the one. The muddy swamp represents the world in which we exist, the samsara. And the chase represents the struggle that we all go through in that samsara. And of course, the master is the guru, who is there to show that guidance. Some of you have asked me that, it's Arjuna was lucky, he got Sri Krishna as a guru. What about us? In today's time, especially, it's very difficult to find a guru. So, yes, that's very true, and sometimes they say the guru comes to you, but irrespective, if we make Srimad Bhagavad Gita our guru, that's good enough. Through Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna himself will become our guru. So, that kind of a guidance to have in life to enable you to lead the life is extremely welcome. So having this guru, having this friend, having this advisor, having the mentor, the coach, the teacher, that does not make one weak at all. Actually, it may not, which is okay, but there are good chances that it may help us become stronger, at least in a specific situation. So even if we don't have someone to guide us throughout our life, it may be good to find people in specific situations to help us. And of course, we have Srimad Bhagavad Gita.